Hi everyone, at Push we often talk about two different types of choices, proactive choices and reactive choices. Proactive choices are where they take more effort. You have to think about them. They are not always driven by intellect, they're driven by your gut instinct. Your gut is often called your second brain, but the Oxford Dictionary definition of a choice is choosing between two or more possibilities, the act of choosing. And it's an act. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's intellectual, sometimes it's subconscious choices. But I thought you'd like to hear some of the tips from our great friend Debs. You know, some say she rides a unicorn on her weekends, some say it's a tricycle. We don't know, it might be a unicycle, but the main thing is she's an expert on safeguarding and on choices.
Good afternoon everyone, Deb here. Today's video is the first of three. We'll be looking at reasons why children and young people may not make positive choices. The first reason is around brain development. The areas of the brain responsible for decision making do not fully mature until adulthood. Therefore, you're quite within your rights to say, don't blame me, I'm not fully matured. But this may put you at greater risk of being reactive and not thinking about consequences or choices. We have what we call cold and hot choices or decisions. Cold choices are made at a time of low emotional arousal. So you're calm, you're thinking things through, you're rational. On the other hand, hot choices are made at a time of high emotional arousal. You might be angry, you might be upset, you might be worried. Hot choices increase your chances of engaging in risk-taking and sensation-seeking behaviour. So if you can give decisions time, that might be best. Take care, stay safe, see you next time. Hello everyone, Deb here. Today's video is the second of three, and we're still exploring possible reasons why people might not make positive choices. It may interest you to know that the typical person makes around 2,000 decisions every waking hour. Most of these are minor, so what to have for lunch, what to wear, and they're automatic and instinctive. Let's talk about decision fatigue. We don't have endless mental energy. Therefore, if it's overused, our decision making may suffer. Try and prioritise the decisions you have to make and make them when your energy levels are highest. Distractions. Technology is great, it's convenient, but it can also leave us overloaded. We then can become distracted and struggle to focus. Try and step back for some time each day from technology. It might just help clear your mind. Too much information means we can take too long to make a decision, lose out on opportunities and not feel confident about the decision we've made. Hope that helps. Take care. See you next time. Today's video is the third of three around why children and young people may make poor choices. Another one of our reasons is what we call the bandwagon effect. This is where you think, well, seeing as everyone else is doing it, I should too. Then we need to think about confirmation bias. This is where you actually make your decision beforehand and then find evidence to support the decision that you've just made. It could also be that you're poor at making comparisons, say between the cost of items or the risk involved in a particular decision. You think with your gut rather than being critical and honest. Another reason might be that you want to get back at your parents. You might want them to be hurt and angry around your decision. Another reason could be that it seemed like fun at the time. Ask yourself this question though, is it still fun? And last of all, you think the way you always have, so you don't get smarter and more sophisticated in how you make your decisions. See you next time.
Finally, everyone, remember that life is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and it's a solo marathon. You're not in competition with anyone else but who you were the day before. And it's about self-development. And that is going to mean you have to make choices, and they're not always going to be good choices, and that's not ever a way to look at life anyway. You learn a lot of things from sometimes just being brave enough to make a choice. But there is still good and bad choices, and it's about breathing, it's about slowing down. COVID has taught us anything, it's about being calm and having those extra few seconds just to really not just think about something in the moment, but think about the consequences of an action and the possibilities of where it might go. So good luck with your choices. We've got plenty more videos on Push, but hopefully this has been helpful for you. And think about those proactive choices in life and be willing to go out your comfort zone. And remember that it's not about it always going right. You learn just as much through things going wrong sometimes, but there's no one choice or single choice that defines your life. There's plenty of time to make more. And your past doesn't ever define you, it just shapes you, which is a really good Manny Pacquiao famous boxer quote.